Hey there guys, Movement Makes Fish. So today we're gonna be turning this van into a drift van. So basically in this package, I have everything you need to upgrade this van into a drift van. Basically kind of like the same thing I did to the drift truck right there. So right now we have like the squad witnessing the transformation of this truck being turned into a drift van. So the gang wanted it to be here as you guys also witnessed the transformation of this van into what's now going to be a drift van. So right now what I'm going to do, put you guys on a tripod like that. I'm hands free and I'm able to use my hands as I turn this van into a drift van and bring you guys along the journey. The same reason we got some of the gang here, you feel me? Some of my like main drifters of like my channel wanted to see the van being turned into a drift van. So right now I'm gonna figure out how to put the tripod like how you guys could see me turn this into a drift van. So I think that works. I think that's a good angle. Um, Shit. Hopefully the neighbors over there don't start playing music. Alright, so everything I need to turn this into a drift van is right here in this package. Okay, and that is a gyro and drift tires. So plastic drift tires. For the van, instead of making these like I did for the drift truck, basically for the drift truck, I used the spares that came from Stitch and I just put it over the rubber tires and was able to make drift tires like that. So that's how I was able to drift. But for this, I just bought drift tires for this from Amazon. So we're gonna try these, and it comes with metal axles to put the drift tires on. So that's like a metal upgrade. So I guess these are plastic. So let's do this. So the hardest thing with this project is basically installing the gyro. And for that you have to take off the body. So this is my first time opening this van. Kind of like when I did the trucks. So right now I am taking off the screws to be able to install the gyro. I'm guessing this is the same thing like I did to the drift truck, but instead of like the truck body, it's the van body. So I'm kind of hyped. I'm hyped to turn this into a drift van already, because it runs awesome with the rubber tires. So I'm kind of wonder how it runs with the drift tires. So right now I'm unscrewing the body from the chassis. It has like 2, 4, 6 screws to hold the body. Oh shit, it comes off fairly easily. Okay, so right now I just unplugged the LED lights. So that's the chassis. Like, this is the chassis. Oh shit. A screw fell, but I don't think I need it. Let me put some of them to the side, like at least 2. Instead of running like all 6, I would just run like 4. Okay, I got 4. Oh shit. I think I'm only gonna put 2, but I got 4 just in case I need it. Because the front has like the clip that holds the body. But if I want, I could get deeper into it. Take out these screws. And then you could get into like, oh shit, the alligator fell. So the screws from down there get into there. But I don't need that. Because what I need is right here. And it's the chassis itself. So I'm not gonna do anything to the suspension, because the suspension on this is awesome already stock. So what we're gonna be doing is just installing the gyro, and for that we just have to do the same thing that we did to the drift truck, and it is unplugging the steering servo and connecting the gyro, and then shit, I need some type of like a wire tape to mount the gyro. Shit, I don't know how to do the wire. I have to find some type of wire or something to mount the gyro to the chassis. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be mounting the tires. So that's what I did to the truck. Like the gyro, I mounted it with like some type of wire on the chassis right here. Because it's basically the same chassis, just a different body basically. That's why they're twins, because this is the same chassis. Like the internals is basically the same. No. Because the battery plug is different. So there is one difference. Like the batteries they use is different. I thought I'll be able to run the same batteries, but no, the batteries for this is different than the other one. Ah shit, there's a screw here. Okay, I took it out. So alright, let's change the tires right now. Oh shit. Okay, I still have to know. Okay, so I need to grab wire and a battery to test the gyro. Oh shit. Hopefully this is the only one that fell. 1, 2. Uh-oh. I swear it's supposed to be full. Okay, that's fine. Only 2. Maybe it's to the front? I'm not sure. Oh, I dropped it. So I don't know if it's supposed to be 4 axles or 2 of these little metal axle things. Maybe it's only supposed to be 2. I'm bugging out. Or I dropped it. Or I dropped 2. I'm not sure. This is crazy. I'm guessing it was only 2. Yeah, that shit was only 2. Okay, I don't know. Oh, no alligator guys found. So I don't know if I'm looking for something that maybe something's supposed to be too. I'm not sure. So I wasn't really paying attention, but. So right now I'm unscrewing the top. Oh shit. I have new screws. It's okay. The black looks awesome. Like black makes everything look so awesome. So I'm glad I went with black rims. I don't know, it feels like I'm screwing forever. Wait, give me a second. I guess I needed two hands. So I felt like I was just screwing that screw forever. Okay. So I think it's only two. Now I see why. Now that I'm taking it apart. So I didn't lose anything. Wow, the transformation is like, I can't wait to just continue. It looks awesome. Who knows? Maybe I could paint these black. Make a set black and keep a set silver, and then just change this over to those and make it like, oh shit. Oh! That's why. That's why it's only for the front. Like the front, look, this plastic piece comes off, metal upgrade goes in. So it's understandable. I didn't lose anything. It was just like, oh shit, what the fuck happened? Because it's just like, oh, the bearing. Yeah, I need that. Oh, my kneecap. So the little bearing came out. Stupid bearing. Why you came out for it? I dropped the rim. So I popped the bearing back in. So we got a metal upgrade. That's pretty awesome. The screws are here. already the chassis is looking way better. I don't know where I'm pointing at. Like I don't know what like like. So I'm sorry like if I'm off screen and shit. Like I'm not looking at myself. I guess this is like the best view. So. So because of Drift Van, we're taking this shit apart, putting the drift mods, the drift upgrades. Like it was about time, I felt like I was slacking on that department because I felt like it was gonna be like it was gonna be whack driving the van stock, but stock the van was awesome, and now it's time to upgrade this to a drift van and see what it could do with the gyro and with the drift tires and stuff. So, and with these little metal upgrades here. So because of Drift Van, we're here. The gang is here. So yeah, we're doing this. I can't wait to start flying my micro FPV drones again. That's one of my other main hobbies I do here on my channel, and I can't wait to start bringing you guys along that journey as well. So also like besides skateboarding and like RC drifting and RC cars and like art and making beats and such and all my creations and shit, I also fly FPV. Like I got some tricks under my belt, believe it or not. I got like 3 main tricks under my belt. I could backflip, I could front flip, and I could barrel roll. It's not like on command. It's just basically like whenever it just happens. Like I still don't have full like control of it. The loops are still big and wild, but at least I could do the trick, and like I could fly around. I think that shows how like my skill level at this FPV thing. Like I'm not a noob. Like I could fly around and shit. I got tricks, but I'm more like nowadays. I'll be honest. Nowadays I'm more like a park burner. I like going to like a park or some shit and then like just cruising around trees and stuff. So I think the park where we started the spot and like where we fly at will be perfect for that, because there's like a baseball field and such, and like it being a tiny booth, whatever. And also have like a 3-inch. Like you'll see once I start flying, you'll see I have drones. I have some. Like, I'm not trying to brag or whatever, but I have some shit coming out. Like once I start flying again, I have some new stuff that I was able to purchase during COVID. So like I have some drones and stuff. So I can't wait to start really like flying again and start flying these new drones for you guys and such. Because it's gonna be awesome getting back into the air. Because I'm like I said, like I'm not trying to brag, but I got skills, Like I've been flying for some time, and I feel like I should have started flying the tiny whoops earlier. But for me, when I started flying drones, I started like, because I didn't know much about it. I started with a 3-inch, and then I started buying ready to fly kits, and then I started buying 5 inches, and then with the kit that I started really learning how to fly with was with the Emax Tiny Hawk. The first one, the ready to fly kit, that kit changed my life forever completely. It was with that kit that I learned how to fly, and I really learned how to like maneuver and hold the drone into the air. So that was like my first real big leap into like FPV, and was the kit that like changed my life and like really got me into flying FPV, and like really got me like looking into the drones. Because before that, I was mainly just like flying line of sight and just like walking the dog, because like I was afraid of breaking the drone because I did not know how to fix it, and I still don't know how to solder. Honestly to God, like I don't know how to solder yet. But the reason that I found like tiny whoops and like how Happy, if you know Happy Model, like the Happy Model brand, those bind and fly drones really helped me stay in the hobby. Because it was with those drones, and also the Emaxes, the Tiny Hawks, it was with those drones that I was able to stay in the hobby, because those are all bind and flies, and basically all you have to do is bind them and fly them. And then most of them are like plug and play. So basically if you break a motor or something, you just change it, and basically are able to continue to flying without knowing how to solder. So that's what saved me in the hobby of flying FPV, was like flying like micro like tiny whoops, FPV drones. So that's what I found, and that's what kind of kept me in the hobby. So I do have like a little amazing fleet of like Happy model drones, like Mobula 7s, and I think it's Mobula 7s and Mobula 6s, and also larvas, Happy model larvas, and also mantises, and also I have Emaxes, like a couple of Emaxes. So I have some awesome, like I have an awesome tiny whoop drone fleet, and once I start flying, like I'm ready to just charge packs and be responsible, because that's one thing about me, is I'm not, when I start flying and stuff, I'm not really responsible with the batteries, because I'll charge them and then maybe something happens and I don't use it right away, and then they deplete, and yeah, my batteries start to hate me. So like right now I am gonna go inside, and I need to get some type of wire to mount the gyro to the chassis. So I'm gonna have to do that right now when I go inside and get the battery to test everything, because that's what I forgot, like a dummy. So give me a second. All right, so right now I'm gonna go get a battery and some type of wire to mount this gyro to there, kind of like what I did here. Oh man, you're getting kind of heavy. I think sometimes I'm gonna not run action figures and shit and just keep it light, because it gets heavy sometimes. So basically, I'm gonna get some type of wire so I can mount the gyro to the chassis like I did here. That was like what was the easiest way to do it, without doing it with like crazy glue or like tape or something. Just put wire around there, boom. If I could find a zip tie, amen. But if I don't, the wire would work too. So right now I'm about to go inside and grab the battery and maybe a zip tie or a wire, whatever I tend to find first. So I'll be right back. In the meantime, I guess, well, I'll be back. Check out. Let me see. What? It says, why your fingernails painted? Aren't you a boy? Yeah, my fingernails are painted, and I'm a boy. I'm an artist, and I'm an individual, and I do things my own way. I feel like I'm kind of like a punk, so that's why my nails aren't painted. They're kind of coming off, so I don't know why you're trying to judge when it's not fully really black. It's seen better days. You feel me? Excuse me. But I'm doing good. Just answering that dude's question, or that person's question about my fingernails. And I have to say, yeah, like I'm a boy. It doesn't matter if my nails are painted or not, you know? It's really kind of self-expression, and, you know, I'm just an artist, being an artist, so I'm sorry it bothers you of my black fingernails. Like I'm saying, it's seen better days. Like, I'm kind of missing 2 fingers right there. And, like, you feel me? Like, it's not fully black. And I don't know. All right, guys, I'll be back. I need to find these parts so we could turn this into a drift van. All right, I'll be back. All right, and we are back. All right, so I got the wire I needed. I got the battery. Let's test everything. All right. So right now, what we're doing is we're unscrewing the, I guess like the motherboard from the chassis to connect the gyro. So right now, we need to take out the gyro we need from the little packet. So now what we did was we connected the gyro to the steering servo. And it's awesome that with the WPL line, you're able to use the stock electronics to make this into a drift truck or a drift van just by using the stock electronics. So that's lit. So right now we're screwing everything back together. Oh shit. Where the fuck that screw went? Okay. Sorry for swearing, folks. Oh no, again. So basically I keep dropping the screw. Or I could paint those black with marker and some shit and keep these silver. That I don't have to put myself a lot of work. Or spray paint. Spray paint. All right, so right now we screwed that back together, and now we gotta run the gyro down here. Sadly, that's how far as the wire goes, you feel me? So we're gonna have to mount it right there. So we're not putting these middle screws, we're just putting on the back ones and the front clip. So we're just running the back screws, like these back screws right here. And then at the front, it has a clip right here that holds the body. My truck only has the clip, it doesn't have screws. It only has the front clip. So like after I unclip the front shit, after I unclip the cabin, but for the van, I'm just gonna run the 2 screws in the back. So right now I'm using my wire. If I had zip ties, it would be cool, but whatever. But oh shit, it has a. Oh, okay. Basically, it has a switch to control how if it works to right or left. All right. Let's mount that gyro. So right now we're using the I forget what this is called. The pipe cleaner, the neon pipe cleaner, to mount the gyro to the chassis. All right, so right now I just like kind of stuff the remaining wires in there. Oh shit. Kind of stuff the remaining wires in there. Oh, it kind of came out. Okay, let me do something. So I kind of stuffed the remaining wires in there to kind of give it a cleaner look, to clean up the wires. So right now all I have to do is basically just put on the battery, and since it's off, I'm just gonna put the battery into like the battery tray. Like since the body is off, I meant to say, I'm just gonna put the battery into the battery tray. I don't know like why it's not snapping easily. Okay, everything's lined up. Like I said, I'm only running the 2 back screws. I'm not running like the middle. So at first it had like a full set of like 6. So instead of running 6, I'm just running 2, because in the front it has front clips. So like that, I'm just, if anything happens, I'm able to take off the body easier just by running screws in the back and the front clip in the front. And like that, we turn this into a drift van. And the time is and like that, we turned this into a drift van. And that was easy, just mounting the gyro into the stock steering servo and using the stock electronics, kind of like the same thing we did to the K truck. So we took it apart, and then all we got to do is see if it works. So right now, I turned on the car, the van. We have steering, and now, what the hell? Did I put it in the wrong area? And the steering servo's not, and the gyro's not working because of what? Okay, the LED light is on, indicating that the gyro is working. Okay, the gyro's not working. And now the steering's not working. Okay. Wow. Shit. I think the gyro they gave me was a dud. Okay, no, it works. Oh shit. It's not that way. It's this way. Okay. All right. So now I see. All right. So basically, for the gyro to work, for this gyro, you have to mount it this way, like this way on the chassis. I don't know if you guys can see that. So right now, we're gonna undo the pipe cleaner to mount the gyro this way. That's why it wasn't working, because it wasn't reading what I was trying to. Basically, it wasn't working. It wasn't on the axis to work. If that makes sense. Basically, the gyro had to be mounted a certain way for it to activate when you're turning it side to side. So basically, this gyro has to be mounted this way. So there you have it, folks. Basically, we turned this van into a drift van. So basically, when it's trying to drift, the gyro will counter steer. You see? So basically, that's what the gyro does. Oh shit! The whole dashboard came out. That's cool. All right. So there you have it, folks. We basically turned this into a drift van just by installing a gyro and also drift tires. So basically, that's gonna be the video for today, because I don't really have time to test it right now. But at least it works. You see, you try to drift. Oh, it's awesome. So yeah, I can't wait to run this in the streets. Maybe later on, or maybe tomorrow. So with that being said, it's been Moonman Migs. Wait, let me sign out properly. All right, so there you have it, folks. We turned this into a drift van by installing a gyro, which is right there. We had to install the gyro that way for it to work. Let me turn off the remote. So yeah, basically we had to install the gyro kind of like this instead of installing it like that. So for the drift truck, we had to install it like that. And then for the drift van, for the gyro to work, it had to be installed like that. Because at first I installed it like the same way I installed it in the drift truck and it wasn't working. Like the gyro wasn't engaging. It was when I put it like that, was when the gyro was kicking in, and then the front was counter steering. So basically, they have the gyro mounted different ways. I guess for this gyro to work, it has to be mounted like this, and then for that gyro to work, it had to be mounted like that. All right, you guys. So there you have it. We finally turned SKIDS here into a drift van. So I can't wait to test this for you guys and bring you guys along the journey as we turn these into some awesome drift cars or some awesome drift creations. Basically, in my channel, that's why I inspire to build awesome drift creations. And basically right now I'm starting from the ground up. So like we're starting from the bottom, which is 101, like 110 scale. And then I want to go to 101 scale, which is real life. So we're starting from the bottom. We're building drift creations from RCs, using RC cars. We're building drift creations and like rally creations. So we're building like cars. And basically in the future, we inspire to do this for real. Like build maybe like a drift van or like a drift K truck, you know, do things like this. And so basically that's what I inspired to do in the future. So basically it's like we're starting from the bottom, which is RC, and then do this for real. So that's like what we want to do here in this excuse me. That's what we want to do here in this channel, is like build cars, build awesome drift creations, build awesome cars, and bring you guys along the journey. So it's like kind of starting from the bottom, which is RC cars. And then in the future, we inspire to do like real life things and build real cars, kind of like what I'm kind of want to do with my Acura RSX. Like if money was not an issue, like I would love to turn that Acura into a drift car awesomely. Like that would be like my goal for my Acura, like my end like finished result is to build that into like a drift car. That'd be kind of awesome, you know, bringing a fucking Acura RSX drift car to like, you know, drift meets and shit, and like just drifting it and shit. And then building other Honda drift cars or drift platforms based out of a Honda. So that's like things I inspired to do in the future. So like that's something I would love to do with my Acura RSX if like money wasn't an issue, is build that to like a drift car, like a daily drift car. Instead what it is now, right now is like a front wheel drive, I guess if I would to daily like stance build, because it's front wheel drive. But to drift, that's why basically to drift is either you're like rear wheel drive, like these boys, like these twins, these are rear wheel drive, or kind of like rally, or like kind of like a rally all wheel drive, kind of like a Ken Block. So that's what we have these. Like this is a perfect example like of drifting. We have two different kind of like platforms. We have all-wheel drive drifting, and then we have kind of like a rally all-wheel drive style of drifting, kind of like what I inspired to do with Stitch here, and then like RC. Even though people hate this awesome drift car, like this car drifts beautifully, and I feel like it always brings on the show, but for some reason people don't like it. I don't know why, but moving on. So like kind of like what we inspired to do here with these like different array of drift cars, I inspired to do that for real life. It's kind of like build awesome drift cars, kind of like what people who inspire me, kind of like what Chris Rudnick does. He builds awesome drift cars, and then like he brings you guys along the journey. Then you kind of see the project from the beginning to end. Then you see him drifting it and like getting to hone the skills, kind of like what kind of like Ken Block did. So like these guys already at like where like they're at where I want to be. So they're like my goals, if that makes sense. So right now I'm just wrapping this up. I'm showing you like the squad I have here and kind of explaining different types of drifting, all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive drifting. Kind of like what I inspire to do too in the future for real life in my channel. So right now we're gonna end this right here, and because I feel like I was just talking on forever, like because I like talking to you guys and stuff and bringing you guys along the journey, but I feel like I am kind of like just battling it right now. So right now, with that being said, Boom Man Migs signing out to the next one, and the journey continues. Thanks for watching. To the next one. Peace.